Did we ever go down this staircase? Because it looks kind of familiar. You know what? I think this is the staircase I neglected to go down because I wanted to see the rest. In which case, hello guys, this is UniversalGiant. Welcome back for more of Let's Play The Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past Blind. Last time, we entered what I assume is the Ice Palace, and were killed by one of these things, I think. If we weren't, then that's kind of embarrassing. But anyway, you do a lot of damage that I didn't really keep track of. And bombs I don't need. Wonderful. So... I completely lost track of what I was saying. I picked up a few fairies when I left. I don't know why I said I died. I actually left to get more fairies. So we can't go that way yet. This is probably going to take us lower down into the dungeon than we've been before. And it put us on the wrong side of this. So we were actually supposed to bomb the thing above there. And this is just to let us know that we did it wrong. So that's wonderful. How about we head all the way back up there? And this is going to take too long, isn't it? Tell you what, I'll just meet you there. You know what I also just realized? The boss arena is probably going to be on ice. I know exactly how I feel about this, and I don't approve of it one bit. So do one of you explode, please? Yes. At least I don't have to deal with those idiots. Do I have the big key? Why am I an idiot? Why am I an idiot? Why am I an idiot? I think I've come to the realization the only way I can get the key for that chest is going through the hole in there. In order for me to do that, I have to have the blue pegs down. But I've spent the last 45 minutes or so trying to figure out how I can manage to do that. Because it seems like every other way we would normally get there, it forces us to have the other pegs down. So I can't think of a way for us to get there that would allow us to get there with the blue pegs down. The only room I can think about is one that I haven't been able to find a way to get back to, and that may be because it's much earlier on in the dungeon that I just haven't made my way back to it. But it's the only way I see I can progress forward. The thing is, I'm just going in circles trying to figure out how I can get there. And even when I do get there, I don't know if I'll be able to get back with the right pegs down. So I've just been going in circles for the last 45 minutes or so trying to figure out how I can manage to do that. And I just don't know if I can. Because that door to the left leads us back to where we started. I can try to make my way back up. But the thing is, I don't know if I can. Because I think once we drop down here, we're kind of stuck. I don't know what else I can do from here. I know how to open up the door to my left. That's not the problem. The problem is figuring out how I can get the pegs set. But I just keep going in circles like this. Because I've wound up in this room about 100 different times. And each time, I haven't been able to get back to that room with the switch that I think I need to hit, and I don't know why I stepped too far ahead of me to hit you. But heading up there doesn't do anything for me. All it does is lead to that room with the two skeleton dudes that I can't seem to do anything in. I mean, I noticed that there is that one bombable wall that didn't seem to open in the room downstairs. I mean, I was hoping if I killed both of these guys that it would open up the door on my right and that would grant us access to the chest. In fact, looking back, this is the only lead I have in terms of figuring out where we go from here. Because I honestly don't know at this point. If we don't have to do something in this room, I'm stumped. I'm wondering if it's in that skeleton dude. Maybe... Do we have to shoot the fire rod at this guy? Just trying things until they work. I don't know. feel like we need to do something to this guy. Like, can we lift it? No. Can we ram it? No. I'm stumped. It's like the only thing we can do is in here, but we got the chest already. So what else could there be in here? You pull the tongue? What the shit? Really? Okay, it's gone from when in doubt sword to when in doubt pull. Are you kidding me? I spent 45 minutes in here just looking for that to figure that out? Well, at least I'm familiar enough with the dungeon to know that it's going to be a pain in the ass to get back out of here, isn't it? Oh well! I think I'm down to one fairy now. So I'm debating whether or not I want to leave before I even consider taking on the rest of this dungeon. I have no fairies left, do I? I have one fairy left. So what do I do in this situation? Do I work my way all the way back out? And get myself a couple of more fairies and the switches in the one below it. Which I can't do anything about in bunny mode. So if bunny mode will end... Switch! Ice! I guess I'll go as far into this place as I think I can go. I don't really have a reason not to. Actually, I do. We are very... You know what? Screw it. I'll go ferry myself up and meet you back here now that we have the big key. I'll be back. Would you believe I died going down those stairs before? Well, I did. It was annoying. I don't want to do it again. So you stay there while I jump down to get the big chest because I have the big key now. Please be helpful. Blue mail. Reduces damage that you take from... Why did I not get this sooner? Oh god. I look really weird. Yeah, it's there in the equipment alright. That is really weird. Blue with the orange cap? I mean, I really, really approve of being able to take less damage from enemies, but... Fashion statement. This is so silly. Look at him. It doesn't even match. Okay, so you are a dude. I need to get used to talking while playing the game again because I've spent a good hour or so not doing that. So, this is going to be really awkward. And again, when these guys... I don't know why I said again. This has happened to me several times where those little dudes will get stuck in the wall. And I can't do anything to hit them while they're there in the wall because the hook shot doesn't let me. Which is quite frustrating, because if I walk into that door to open it, the guy's gonna hurt me. Like, what can I do about that? So that's the end of a teleporter. How do we get back here? And I'm forced... Oh boy, you got a lot of you guys here. So how about we take down one thread at a time? I just need to get used to your movement. So we'll take care of you. Now that the guy is jumping, he's going to be really annoying to deal with. Unless he stops jumping. And I'm guessing that's just a switch. There are a lot of these rooms where you don't even have to defeat the enemies. But I need to keep the thing depressed? How am I going to manage to do that? I guess I can't. Also, Rabbit Beam. You can stay over there. I don't know why that's even there. What kind of hindrance would it be if I was turned into a rabbit here? It's not like I have to deal with any enemies or anything. And do I have anything else I can do in here? It doesn't look like it. Come to think of it, we're getting very close to the end, aren't we? But now that we've hit this switch, that... can't get in that easy. That should allow us to finally jump down that pit that was just outside of the room with the big chest. Or these, but, I mean, I don't think these have anything significant in them. So if these little dudes will kindly get out of the way, I can make my way back to that hole now that these pegs are down. So hopefully these are pushable. There we go. And that'll bring us down... Oh, it brings us the block that we can push onto the switch. Is this the first time they've pulled this trick on us? Wait. So the block fell down here. If I want to be able to put it on the switch, it has to be the block that was up here. But how do I get to that switch from... or how do I get to that block from here? Because in order to do that, don't the other pegs have to be down? Or is there something else I need to do in order to be able to accomplish that? So don't I have to push the top left block over there? So I have to go all the way back up and around to the room with the big chest in it if I want to be able to push that block. You know, it's tedious and annoying, but it's a very interesting puzzle. I do kind of approve. It's just annoying to make my way back there. I mean, I think I've played through this section enough to kind of know my way around that silly ice puzzle thingy. So it's not as big of an issue as it once was. And now that we have the blue tunic, it's not too big of an issue. Because I'll be honest, I was dying quite a bit trying to get back. But I think it's not as big of a concern now. I just want to make sure we're going to the left. We are. And it's the switch that's underneath the left skeleton of that pair. So how about we get that switch activated, run out of the way of the fire bar that we can't get out of the way of, and see if we can work our way into the door before the bar hits us. So now we can finally make it back here with the blue pegs down. Which means if we push this block, it'll be right on top of the switch, and we still have to deal with you. So tell you what, let's not and say we did. Although I think that counts as dealing with it, so I guess we did. Whatever. I don't care at this point. At this point, I just kind of want to be done with the dungeon. I've had my fill of this place already. I don't want to be here any longer than I need to be. So that's the room before the boss, and I'm guessing that when we jump down through a hole or something, it's going to lead into the boss. So let me see if I can mentally prepare myself for what's to come. If I had a guess, we'll probably be fighting on ice. I don't want to be fighting on ice, sure, but I have a feeling that's exactly what's going to happen. So I want to prepare myself mentally for the horrible, horrible attempts that will most certainly be on my way. Trying time and time again, being extremely flustered. Did any of these do anything? Sure enough. It just lets me out, though. What do I do with the statues? Maybe it's the other one and I just didn't try the right statue. I'm guessing. Can you die? Can I pull the other one? I can push the other one. Well, let's pull it out of the way and we can hammer our way in there. I'm pretty sure that's how we're going to get in. And the game said I need to make sure I have magic. So I don't have any blue potions. I haven't had the money to buy them. But I also assume I'm going to need the fire rod. And I'm not sure how many shots I have with it with the double magic. Ideally, it would be 16, but I'm not sure if it drains exactly 1/2. I suppose we'll find out. I do have all 3 of my fairies, though. Well, that's kind of what I figured. So 2 of those. You're still stuck in there. 3 of those. 4 of those. You're not going to make me have all 8 of them, are you? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. Kracko? Kracko. Hi, Kracko. You're kind of nifty. I'm not sure why they went through the trouble of making you have all the magic here. It seems a little bit silly. I mean, what's the point? Do they just not want you to use magic in the fight? Unless you have the half, I guess. So do they force you to not use magic in here? What kind of advantage would you have if you use magic? I guess I'll try to beat you with the sword just because, unless things get desperate. Because I get the feeling the game wants me to fight this fight without magic, so if I can get through without using it like the game intended, I figure why not? So how about, if you're just going to be standing there and taking the hits with my sword as easily as you are, I don't really see any reason to do anything different. But again, with the bosses, with the splitting in 3, I mean, just like, I assume Blind, I haven't looked up the name of the last boss. But yeah, he had 3 different things floating around at the same time, as do you. These guys take a lot of hits. I'm pretty sure I still have a fairy left. I'm gonna check just to make sure that I still have a fairy left. I do. Okay, just making sure. I don't want to be stupid here and die for no reason. But, yeah, these guys are... I'm not sure why they have 3 of them, and why they're taking so many hits. I mean, I guess they did give you the tunic that lets you live for longer, and I do see that I'm about to die, so maybe it's a good idea to use the fire rod now. I do have the fire rod for a reason. I just wanted to see if I could get through this fight without having to use it, because I get the feeling it's going to be super powerful. And I'm guessing... I was about to say the fire rod was a one-hit kill on these things, but I apparently only hit them enough times that I could kill them with it. So I don't want to waste this one, and I just did. That's terrific. I love when that happens. I mean, there's only 1 left, so how bad is it going to be? I just have to make super sure that I avoid being hit by the thing that's falling down from the ice. The ice that's falling down from the ceiling. Because I think that's the only thing that's going to kill me as long as I keep track of where the Cloud Dude is. So I think, as long as I play this conservative, I've got the boss fight in the bag. But that said, I'm surprised he hasn't entered Pissy Boss Mode yet. Do they not have a Pissy Boss Mode? Do they just start off in Pissy Boss Mode with the 3 of them? I guess so. You're kidding me!